guest here today. Welcome to Soundcloud
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Soundplex Studios, another episode of our local lens today. And we have a special guest. Her name's Cat Barrett of Cat's Mobile Massage. And unfortunately, because she's mobile, I'm not going to get a massage today. So I'm going to have to deal with the pain of that. But I love what she does. And she is an interesting woman as well. So we're going to talk a little bit about her and her service today. So that way you folks out there can kind of look her up. And if you're in need of a good massage. And what's special about what Cat does is she comes to your home. And that's a unique differentiator for you because that alleviates a lot of headaches, to say the least. And in this day and age, everyone's busy and they got a lot of stuff going on. If you can just come to their home and set up, away we go. So before we get into all that, I want Cat to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about your history. Don't get too long-winded now, okay? Because I know you can probably talk for hours about your history. We only have 5 seconds to do that, so you're going to have to do that pretty quick. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you came to the Cat's Mobile massage. Which is interesting. Not a lot of people do that.
No.
And but there's probably a story behind that. So tell us a little about yourself and that story.
Absolutely. So my name is Cat Barrett. I've been a professional massage therapist for 19 years. It'll be 20 in February. Woohoo!
So you must be in your 30s then. Interesting.
I certainly wish. So it started out where I opened my own business and I had a brick and mortar for 13 years. I was based out of a chiropractor. COVID hit. I closed up, had no choice. And when I went back to work, it was mobile. I was allowed to go into clients' homes as long as I followed all the COVID protocol, PPE and masks, which most of my clients were on board for. And I have been mobile ever since. It's been wildly convenient with people working from home now. It just makes sense.
That's a good pivot for you because I know COVID came. If COVID didn't come, would you still have the brick and mortar spot, you think? Or do you think you were moving in that direction anyway?
I'd like to think I would still have it because I would always work. But, at that time, I was more stay-at-home mom capacity and my business and what I did was extra. It was on the side. So it was a little different. So I don't know where I would be now if that were the case.
Right.
If anything, I'd be in a bigger brick and mortar. But,
right. With 5 other people working for you.
Pipe dreams.
Exactly. I think I don't want to undersell the mobile aspect of your business because, sometimes just getting on the road is a pain in the ass. The way people drive and just the noise out there, it's stressful, because everyone's in a rush. No one leaves on time. Everyone's in a rush.
Everyone.
But for you to kind of come to someone's house, take us through that whole thing. That someone calls you and says, "Oh, I need a massage," right. And that person's nice and relaxed. They're sitting in their home. They're somewhere where they're comfortable. And then you show up. You knock on the door. Is the process, pretty simple? From a standpoint of you're there. You get rolling, you set up your table. Take us through that process, briefly.
Sure. So when people schedule, I come into their home and truthfully, I wish I was coming into them being nice and relaxed, but unfortunately that's not usually the case.
Right.
They're screaming in from dropping the kids off or picking them up or doing whatever it is that they're doing. And let's face it, I'm screaming in from the last client I was coming from. So I come in, we chit chat. Hi, how you doing? And while I set up, we go over your medical history. If you're a new client, any updates that I need to know, anything that's going on. I have a lot of golfers and stuff like that. So how often did you golf? When did you golf? All the things. And it only takes me a few minutes to set up the table and get everything ready to go for the service. So by the time I'm done, I step out, I wash up, they get undressed and get on the table and we start the service. So, it's pretty, for as long as I've been doing it, I've got a pretty good system down.
Right.
If you're a new client, the talk is a little more extensive because I do talk about your medical history. I need to know if you're on any medications, injuries, joint replacements, stuff like that. So.
Do they sometimes have distractions in the home? Like, are there kids running around or anything going on where in the middle of a massage, the son or daughter comes in and said, "Mom, I need lunch." Does that ever happen?
Not necessarily with the kids, because honestly, most parents, the kids are either out of the home or they are being watched by someone. So Kids are normally handled. I mean, I'm a mom of 2, so it doesn't really bother me.
Right.
9 times out of 10, I'm like, all right, I'll get a towel and I'll grab them a bag of goldfish for them. I don't mind at all, actually, because it helps you relax, which is what I'm there for. Now, if you need me to go change a diaper, that's a whole nother story. I don't do that.
That's an extra fee,
that's,
right?
That's an
So you
extra.
charge
That's an extra fee on there. I don't have diapers at home.
That's
anymore.
one thing we'll work on, some add-ons for you, because I think that would be a good add-on. But I'm all about wellness, and I think everyone has to be their own self-advocate for that, because in this day and age, it's like you really got to watch what you eat, you got to exercise, you got to do this, this, and that. I think massage can be part of that equation,
Sure.
because I don't think anyone would disagree that a massage feels good and it makes them feel better afterwards, because that's the other thing. After the massage, they don't have to jump in a car and go drive around somewhere and sit down. They can chill and maybe accomplish whatever they want to accomplish
Absolutely.
at home in a nice, relaxing
Even if they do have
environment.
to jump up and go back to being mom or go back to being dad, or let's face it, a lot of people work from home. They got to go back to the office, right? Take a meeting, get on a Zoom call, do emails. But it's different because you can literally just go do that. Throw your robe on, throw on your comfy clothes, go do what you need to do. I pack up and I'm out.
Yeah.
Bye, how you doing?
Yeah.
Everything's settled up beforehand. Taking care of yourself should not be stressful. And unfortunately, in today's world, it is, because it's so important, and it's become stressful.
Right.
And no, that's not how it is. So me coming to your home, you don't have to drive, you don't have to worry about what you're doing after. You don't even have to worry about putting on a bra. Like, put on a robe, go put on your jams.
Why do women wear bras anyway?
Oh, please, that's a whole nother conversation.
What's the problem?
Burn them all. But it's about making your soul happy. And if me coming into your home, whether it's for a relaxing therapeutic session or we're working on those knots, your sciatic, your migraines, your TMJ, whatever it is that you have going on, the goal is to make you feel better or help you feel better, so that carries you through the day and carries you through to whenever I see you again, or whatever your next self-care session is, whether it's the gym, the chiropractor, whatever.
Right.
Hopefully me.
Yeah. You make a good point, though, because I think in this day and age, people are moving toward a more holistic, self-awareness of their health, et cetera. But they're sometimes moving in that too far direction where they're like, oh, I got to go to the gym. I got to take these vitamins. I got to do this. I got to do that. So now all of a sudden it's overload of all this holistic stuff.
Yes.
Whereas in more times than not, they should just feel like, live in the present, be aware of where they are, and enjoy the moment, more than anything, and that's
what
the
I
key.
try to impress on people, especially when you become a client, but honestly, you talk to me, I'd say this: listen to your body.
Yeah.
Your body will tell you what it needs.
Oh, yeah.
If you're craving, it goes everything from, if you're craving potato chips, you're craving salt. Okay, don't have a potato chip,
Let me
eat
raise
something
my
else
hand.
salty.
I eat pretzels, not potatoes.
Excuse me. If you're craving something sweet, go have something sweet. I have dessert after every meal. I have to. I could have the healthiest meal in the world, but you give me a piece of cake afterwards. I swear to God, or else
You eat
we're
a
going
piece
to
of
have
cake every day?
boy cake cookies.
I'm marking that down. That's going to be episode 2.
Well, you run 25 miles a week, and you let me know.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You can feed your sweet tooth when you do
All
that.
right. Okay, good
But
point.
you have to listen. If your body is telling you need rest, you rest. If your body's telling you need a massage from me, then call me. I have clients that I've known for 20 years. And I walk in, hey, how you doing? I mean, they're like family. And we shoot the bull and all the things.
You can
and
say
whatever.
shit on this.
Thank you. I wasn't sure. We know how I can be. We'll shoot the shit or whatever, but they'll say, okay, I need you to beat me up today.
Right.
I've got some stuff. I've got this going on in my life. I'm just stressed. I need to, and I'm like, okay. And we'll talk, and I'll drop elbows and drag knuckles and do all the things. Same client 3 weeks later be like, you know what? I just wanted to be quiet. I've had so much noise. I just want to relax. I don't care if you find anything, just give me I call it the tune-up or the overhaul. It's just like a nice, it's like a good hug for an hour.
That's cool.
90 minutes is better.
Right.
But it's what you need. The services are customized to you. Your life should be customized to you. You only get one.
Yeah.
Make it what you want.
Yep.
There is no reason taking care of yourself should be stressful.
Right. And that kind of moves me into that direction of, personalizing your body, because everyone's different. Some people like a harder massage, some people like it more soft, but there's athletes, there's people that not so athletic, they just like the feel of a smooth rub or whatever it might be. But the bottom line, you have to really come at the client from a standpoint of what they're looking for. Do they have to fill out a form before you even come in to say, I'm an athlete and I have shoulder issues or I have back issues or sciatic issues? Do they have to detail a lot of that stuff, or do you learn that right at the first meeting?
So the way that I do things, the way that I operate personally is I do it right there. I do a verbal intake is what I call it. Now they are there. You go to places, there are paper intakes. Once upon a time when I first started, I did the whole bit because, you know, you want to be able to pull that client's file and say, okay, well, I haven't seen them in a while. Let me just give myself a refresher. Fortunately for me, I am blessed with the wonderful memory that I have. So I meet you, we talk, that's it.
Right.
It goes up here and I know it. Now, if I need a refresher because, hey, you had your knee replaced, you know, back in January of last year, how are we doing? Did you do your PT? Did you do this? Did you do that? When did it end? That's the kind of stuff I'll refresh on. If I need notes, honestly, they're all in my phone when I book appointments with you. Your name comes up, I have notes under everybody for certain things. So, you know.
Good.
But truthfully, it's the old waitress memory. I remember it all of it.
I can see how I can see how you could be a very valuable person in one's wellness journey, you know, because that, I mean, I go to the gym and there's certain days I'm like, wow, it would be great to have a massage right now. And I think it's very beneficial, and I understand that, you know, the benefits of it, but it's always about time. Always about time. Like, I don't have time to do that, you know. Now, you go to the gym and you spend an hour there or an hour and a half there. Now you got to get back to work. I don't have time for that massage after the gym. But all right, I'll have to put your number on my.
And I have to say, I would beg to differ because you make time for the things you want to make time for.
Yeah, I hear that.
You make time for the gym. You make time to doom scroll on your phone in the bathroom. You can make time to schedule an appointment with me and look at your schedule. That's
a good point. So she's making a good point here, folks. You got to call Kat. All right, get her on your speed dial.
That's it.
Send her an email, whatever. And
don't email me. I'm terrible with email.
All right.
Unless I know it's coming.
We're going to take her email off the end page of this.
Unless I know it's coming.
We'll put it there, but we'll say do not use this. So let's talk about even folks that are a little bit on the older side. Some people just have a hard time just moving around. It's not like they're working out of the gym for 3 hours or running half marathons.
Sure.
They just have problems getting up out of their chair, moving around. And movement is everything. That's the quality of life to me is all about movement. If you can't move around, your quality of life is going to suck flat out. So
it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of clients that have just moving around issues? I mean, is that something that you focus on?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
How does that therapy work for you? Is it mostly just laying down and moving their limbs and arms around? Tell me a little bit about that.
It is. And I mean, again, every client is different, and it all depends on that person, their age, and what they have going on. I have a healthy, older clientele. Don't tell them I said they were older.
Well, that's in the 40s, right? The 40s, 50s, yeah.
Sure. No, when I say older, I mean 80 and above.
Oh, really?
Yes. I love my geriatric clients. I take very good care of them. I actually specialize in geriatric massage because a lot of them have home aides, and as much as home aides are wonderful, and I'm a huge advocate for the healthcare system, some of them, like anyone else, are not so great. So I like to help out my people as best that I can. So yes, in terms of mobility and function, huge. So I take into consideration what they can do. And we talk about what they can do because it's all about that positive affirmation, right?
Right.
I don't care how old you are. It feels good to hear someone say, no, it's okay. You can do this, and I'm going to help you do this. And then we do it together. It's a team effort. And then maybe after a couple of sessions, I walk in and you're doing it on your own.
Right.
Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. But the gentle push and knowing that you are positively supported, other than someone saying, okay, I know it's going to be hard, but let's try to make this happen. There is no try. You can or you can't. And you can in my book.
Right.
It might take a few sessions. It might take some time. It might take some gentle coercing and massage and all the things. But I will get you there.
What do you often give them homework, like stuff that they should do?
I give
when
everybody
you're not,
homework.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not mathematics, right? Or
no,
calculus?
God, Lord, no. If I gave people math, no. I'm just trying to get them to pick their feet up and put them down more than once a day.
Right. Not to get sidetracked. What is your background in physical fitness? Like, how did you even get into massage?
So I'll try to make this short.
Make it real short.
I will. I danced. I was a ballet dancer starting at 7 years old, and I danced up until college.
A ballet dancer?
Ballet dancer, yes.
Wow. You can stand on your tippy toes?
I can.
You want to do that in front of the camera right now? Or is that...
I don't.
You don't have the right shoes, that's right.
Well, no, I could do it on my bare toes, but I haven't done that in a long time, and I usually need a few bourbons to do that.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those Irish tricks that I do.
Right.
But yeah, I started dancing when I was very young, and that was the goal, that was the dream. Open up my own dance studio. I wanted to be a teacher after my dance career ended. Got to college. I mean, I played sports all through high school. I ran track and I did field hockey. I was a varsity athlete. I've lifted and worked out my entire life. Essentially, I was the son my father never had, which is fine. My husband was a power lifter and he was also an athlete. So he taught me a lot about working out and all the things, a lot of how I train. I train similar to how Arnold Schwarzenegger trains. Read his book. It's phenomenal.
What's this book? Not the one that he did in California.
No, it escapes me, and I will have to get it to you because it really is a phenomenon. If you're just interested in fitness in general, it's just a good guide.
That's good to know.
So
okay.
Yeah, however, that being said, after I decided to leave dance for health reasons and all the things, I haven't stepped foot into a dance studio since, but I took up Zumba. I went back to running. So now I compete in a lot of 5Ks and stuff like that. So a lot of what I know is just self-taught.
Right.
My husband was extremely knowledgeable. He was an ER nurse and all things. And like I said, he was a power lifter and did MMA when he was younger. So I learned a lot from him and I'm very lucky for that. So I take what he's taught me and I've expanded. And what I know with the anatomy and physiology from massage, it just goes hand in hand. And for me, the way my brain works, it clicks. Yeah. It all just makes sense. So if you want to talk about fitness and getting strong, putting on weight and building muscle, leaning out and losing, I'm not a trainer, but I could help you with some suggestions.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know that knowing the anatomy and all those things about what you do, it seems like you're really in tune with your the business that you're in.
Yes, very much.
You found your niche and you excel at it. So we're doing these massages in people's homes. Now, I'm all about working with businesses and helping them be more efficient, not necessarily with the computer or the AI, but just people themselves being aware of your employees need to be healthy in order to be effective.
Yes.
You know, so are you doing any corporate work where you're actually going to people's offices and businesses to do certain types of massage or chair massage? Tell us a little bit about that part of your business.
Absolutely. So it's something that I've always done, but it is something that I'm expanding in and trying to push more now because with people going back to the office dynamics have changed. They really, really have. And I know enough people to know that. So I can come into your office and it all depends on what your goal is, right? It's great for a morale boost.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody needs the break. We talked about time, making time for those in-home massages. As great as it is to have me come into your house, you still have to schedule it. You still have to carve out that hour, that 90 minutes, make sure the kids aren't home and all the things. And I try to make that as easy as possible. It is what it is, though. Schedules are schedules. It's like chess, right? You got to think 10 steps ahead all the time. So when I'm coming into your office, it's like I like to think of it as it's a reminder that I'm there. Okay, I can come into your office, I can service your employees, give everybody that break they need. The third Friday of the month, every 6 weeks or whatever it is. I come in, 15-minute chair massage for everybody. It gives everyone a chance to step away from their computers, but not go outside and have a cigarette, not go eat some terrible junk food and get that dopamine fix, that quick fix at 2 o'clock.
Or look at their phone
or
and scroll.
doom scroll on that phone, because let's face it, what's on our phone dictates how we think. And if we're watching nonsense, we're thinking nonsense, and that's not helping this nonsense at all. So if I can come in and give you that reprieve and, hey, how you doing? Hey, don't forget, I can come to your house. We can schedule this. Oh, you're off the third Friday of every month? Great. You know what? Let's book it now. Really? We can do that? Absolutely. I'd rather get you on the book and have to adjust than not get you on at all and have you wondering when I'm going to come out to you.
Right.
No.
What percentage of your business, because to me, I'm hearing you and I'm saying every business should have a wellness day.
Yes.
And everyone that volunteers gets a chair massage.
Yes.
That is money well spent for that business because those people get up off that chair and say, okay, now I got a little bit more energy. I feel good. Thanks, boss, for doing that for me. That can be an ultimate motivator. Like,
Huge.
Are you doing a lot of that, or is that under?
I'm trying to do a lot of it.
Well, we're going to help you
I am
get more
trying
of
to
that
do
business.
a lot of it. It's hard because I think, I get it. The economy really, really blows right now.
Right.
It just does. Everything is expensive. Self-care should not be expensive.
No.
I've unfortunately had to adjust my prices recently because it is what it is. And I am driving. Gas has gone up. It's wear and tear. It's the things. As a business owner, that's what it is. But at the end of the day, I'll be honest, I'm still not rocking you. I'm still not rocking you for what you could go to other places for. I don't want to name other places because I don't do that. But it's just different. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. What you get with me coming into your home is, yes, you're getting the convenience of having a massage therapist in your house. Oh, yeah, so luxurious. But you're getting my expertise. You're getting my strength. You're getting my education. You're getting everything that comes out of here that you're willing to listen to.
Right.
It's all included.
Yep.
And for the full service time.
Right.
I'm not cutting you short so we can chit chat. All of the consult pre and post is all built into your session. You book a 90-minute session, the clock starts when my hands touch you, not when I walk in your door. That 15, 20 minutes, 10, 5 minutes, whatever that is built in because it should be.
Yeah, I like that aspect.
That's the overhead that I worry about. Truly. Maybe that's not the right mindset for a business owner, but that's the overhead I worry about because my business is time.
Right.
Time is important. Time is valuable. And if you're willing to spend your time bringing me into your office to service your employees, because guess what? You had a hard quarter. The end of the fiscal year is coming up. Let's face it. Everybody's getting ready to round out and start up the new one. Nobody likes that.
Right.
Excuse me. It really is not fun. Bring me in. Give your people a break. Give yourself a break. Right. All right? You've got an hour, 2 hours booked out for me. Go in your office and chill out. I'll come in. You can get 20 minutes on the chair. You're the boss. It is what it is. You got me. You might as well.
Yep.
I'm coming into your home when the kids are out, when you finally have that break, or like I have a lot of couples, their kids will go to their in-laws or whatever for the weekend, right? I go over on a Friday night, and they'll do like a date night. I do a couples massage, 2 services back to back. I leave, they go out to dinner, or they have dinner at home.
Right.
Literally, delivery showing up as I'm walking out. Yeah. That's perfect. Yeah. I couldn't plan that better if I had a place of my own.
I could see people doing that in groups because, people are looking for an experience. Everything's about experiences now.
Everything. Oh, I'm all about the experiences
now.
You
can have wine and some light food, and each person takes a 30-minute or 45-minute session, and you can talk about it. Everyone's nice and relaxed. You're very nice to talk to, so you're part of the party or the event, which is
I try to make
cool.
it, well, and that's years of waitressing that just comes out. I can't help that. And that's the thing, because between the in-office things that I do for the morale boost and the stress break, the brain breaks that I like to teach my kids about, doing the home group thing. I have girls' nights. I did a bridal thing a few months ago over at the Battery in Philly. Went into the bridal party, bride and groom got back-to-back services, and then I did leg and foot massages for the bridal party. It was really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
They had the wedding, gorgeous. They went on their honeymoon. They just called me.
How about a foot massage during the podcast?
Maybe next time we can work that out. You know what I mean?
I should have threw that out there early on.
Hey, you never know unless you ask.
Right.
No, and then they called me a couple weeks ago. They're back. They're settled. They're in their new home. They want to come out. The bride wants to have her whole bridal party out to the home, do a girls' night as a thank you, post-wedding, post all of the things, and have me come out and do full table services. Yeah. Now, that's an all-day, because it's like 8 people. It's an all-day thing, and that's
a lot of work. All right, let's get into that because
it's not, because I like what I do.
I know you do, and my mind's racing here because I'm looking at all the opportunity for you, because this is our first step in really kind of getting you more awareness, and now we're starting to kind of zero in on these different markets. I like that concept, but really, how much can you do in a day? Because I know massage is not easy. There's a lot of muscle work in that.
There is.
So at what point do you say enough today?
Right.
How far can you go?
Well, it depends. So again, everything is customized to what you're looking for and what you want to do. If you're looking for table services, okay, table services, I start at 60 minutes.
Okay.
Typically, if you go on my website, you'll see that. Now, if we're booking a group thing, I can do up to maybe 5 or 6 60-minute table services in a day where you're still getting the quality and all of the things that are going to come with each and every service, okay? We can vary between 90-minute for one and all this. That's okay. I can do that. That's not a problem. If we're talking 8 to 10 people, we're cutting table services to 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I don't normally offer that except in the customized massage setting for group settings, because I want to make sure everybody can get that experience. And sometimes 15 minutes on the chair isn't enough.
Right.
And when you're having people in your home and you want to entertain, you're having a spa night and you want to do those things, poker night for the guys, whatever, I get it. You just lost a lot of money on the table. Come on, get on my table. I'll fix your back. You'll be fine. I get it. That's why you can adjust and do what you need to do. But I've been doing it a long time. I take very, very good care of myself. So I know what I'm capable of doing. But I'm not so wild where I'm doing, 8 massages in a row. No. Because by the 7th one, you're not getting the best. And I refuse to give you subpar.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Well, let's talk about, I wanted to back up a little bit because on the healthcare side, because I really like to, because I know physical therapy is covered by insurance. To me, massage therapy is part of physical therapy. Do you ever try to get, like, even for the elderly who may have movement problems, you should get them, like, are ever any of your services covered under Medicare or any insurance companies?
Massage therapy is covered under some insurances and Medicare and Medicaid. However, as a business, I don't accept insurance.
Right. You're cash.
What I tell people when they call and they ask about it, I say, call your insurance company. If they are willing to reimburse you for services out, no problem. I'll give you an invoice, you reimburse, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But I don't run insurance.
Right.
So that is kind of something I leave in your court. Truthfully, it's not worth it on the bottom line for me.
Right.
If that was solely my business and I did nothing but health insurance, maybe. Yeah. Maybe. But unfortunately, they don't treat it as medicinally as it should be.
Yeah. Do you ever work with any concierge physicians? Because they're all about, non-insurance, or they're taking care of, like, well-off clients who want them available. Do you have any referrals coming from physicians at all?
Well, yes and no. So here's the thing. With what I do, I'm a massage therapist. So I am a bodywork specialist. I come in and I manipulate your muscles, your muscles, your ligaments, and all things to alleviate pressure, tension, and anything else that's going on. So for a lot of physicians, chiropractors, physical therapists, occupational therapists, all different things, and I hate to lump them in a they, but unfortunately it is what it is. The bulk of them still look at massage therapy as a luxury item. It's not medicinal. So you go into a chiropractor's office, a lot of times you'll get your adjustment. Chiropractic is great. I'm an advocate. And a lot of times they'll have, they'll do a little muscle manipulation while they're in there, or you lay on a heated water bed or whatever it is. And it's great. That's as far as they think it should go.
Right. That's surprising.
Whereas unfortunately, and not unfortunately, but my mindset as, of course, I'm always going to advocate for massage therapy. It's what I do, of course. And however, I advocate for all of it.
Right.
And if you're going to physical therapy, let's say you got a bum shoulder and you're getting it checked out for rotator cuff issues, okay? So you're going to 6 weeks of PT. And PT says, oh yeah, hey, look into massage. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. That's what we want. Or you come to me and you say, oh, my shoulder's been this and that. Well, okay, well, there's some clicking I feel and there's stuff going on. Go see your doctor, go get an x-ray, go get an MRI, and go to PT for 6 weeks.
Right.
If it still hurts after that, you probably need rotator cuff surgery in some capacity. You've got some little tear.
Right.
You can go through life with the tear, but then that starts the whole process. But that's, in my opinion, that's how it should work. It should be, okay, I can do this for you, but they can do that for you.
Right.
Okay, massage, I can do this for you, but massage can help you with this. There is no fail-safe, fix-it-all one thing.
Right.
There isn't. No. I wish there was. There is no magic pill. There is no magic. Nope. Believe me, I try. I'm witchy in all the things. I cast all the spells. It only takes you so far. If you're willing to explore all the options out there and actually do the work, you can live a long, healthy, fulfilling life without breaking yourself.
Yep.
You can still work out. You can still do the things you want to do and feel your best self. No, you don't have to go run marathons. If that's what you want to do, shoot, we'll get you there.
Right.
If you just want to get up out of bed and not have your knees crack every morning, okay, I got a guy for that.
Exactly.
I'll give you a referral.
Yeah.
Like,
healthcare now is very diverse because
Yes.
people are opening their minds to alternative care. It's not, unfortunately, healthcare treats symptoms. That's what they do. It's a huge business.
Yes.
It's the biggest business in the world. And that's what they do. They treat symptoms. Whereas the human body shouldn't be treated that way. You get back to nature, go outside, step on the ground,
you can't treat the symptom. You
inhale
have to treat
good
the source
air.
of the problem.
Yeah, eat good food,
Yeah.
and you're good to go. And keep healthy, and move around. Don't sit around all day. And
You know what a lot of people don't want to admit? How easy it actually is.
it is easy. But
if you're
it's-
hungry, eat.
Right.
If you have bad gut issues, change your diet.
Right.
Not saying go on a diet, change your diet. Little adjustments.
Your body tells you everything.
Right. Your body, it's like I said before, you
Another
have
guest
to
today.
listen. And when you start, even in
Think about it this way. Body, human beings have been here for a long, long time. And we're natural to this planet. And even just our biome, our biology just thrives in this space.
Yes.
But when you're stressed and you're eating bad foods and you're working, you're sitting down, you're in a place that's not natural for human beings to be in, you're going to get sick. And then you're just going to go to this healthcare person and say, take this drug, take that drug. You
Right.
got to get outside. You
Right.
got to live, like human beings should be living out in
Well,
nature.
people don't
and-
want to
and
admit that
appreciate
it's
it.
that simple.
Yeah.
They don't. They want the pill. They want that
I know.
magic fix. They
But
want to go to
that's-
somebody and
that's
say,
just
hey, yeah, I'm
making
going to
them
fix
worse.
all your problems with this magic tonic. This is not the Wizard of Oz, people.
Yeah.
Okay? Even though we've got weather like it. No. It really is that simple. Get up and go for a walk. No, you don't have to break the bank and break a sweat and everything,
Right.
but go for a walk. Even if you have dinner, go for a walk around the block afterwards.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
Oh, really? Is that really going to make that much of a difference? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do it for a week. If it doesn't, you can come yell at me. I'm telling you, and I will sit there and eat the crow. I promise you. But guess what? You're not.
Right.
You're going to say, oh,
Yeah.
shit, you're
They all have an excuse.
And then I'm going to say, oh, hey, did you cut out soda for that one week? Did you try it out? Yeah, you know what I did? And you know what? My knee stopped hurting. Yeah, because the
Right.
caffeine and the sugar eats away at the joints.
Yeah.
Cut soda.
It's poison.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Delicious. If you want it, have it, but have it and then be done with it.
Right.
Right? Moderation.
Yep. Good for you. Well, that's a good way to.
I could go on and on.
No, I know. Well, that'll be an episode too. But I want to let people know that you do have a website.
I do.
Okay. Read it off for us.
So it's a little lengthy. It's www.catsmobilemassage.massagetherapy.com.
Okay. And we're going to have that on our end page to this podcast.
Beautiful.
We're also going to, show you some scenes of some of her client folks that bring her into her home. I think that's important because people want to be comfortable. A stranger comes into the home, even though you're a pleasant person and you're going to provide a lot of benefits for them. People want to feel comfortable. So she
Yes.
does this, and we'll share some pictures about that as well. We'll also, be putting some stuff out there, folks, that you'll see shortly, and you'll probably see this whole video on YouTube at some point in the future. And I don't even know why I'm saying that, because when they see it, they're going to see it for the first time anyway.
Right.
But we're gonna really get the word out about your service, because I think it's important that people know you, because knowing you is a big deal. Because I know you, you're very pleasant. And the fact that you provide this great service in people's homes is also too.
Right.
So I want to thank you for coming, Kat. And I really enjoyed our conversation. And we're going to have other conversations like this down the road. But thanks for coming and sharing your experience, or your work experience, and what you bring to the table. And I think you know your space. And I think you're great for folks out there that really need to kind of escape a little bit and take care of yourself. Everyone deserves it. So give Kat a call, and she'll be glad to come to your home and She won't eat any of your food. She'll just talk pleasantly and give you a nice massage.
I mean, not unless you want to tip me with it. I'd be more than
There you
happy.
go. Oh, she does accept tips too. So don't forget that. Well, thanks a lot, Kat, and great seeing you.
Thank you so much for having me, George. This was really great, and I look forward to the future.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye, folks.
Bye.